welcome back, guys. Welcome back to my channel. This is Hire Bunch and Fire Bunches. My name is Ram, and I'm your personal consultant for job application and job interview, all that questions. Okay. Oh man, it's been a rock and roll year. I believe by the time you guys watch my videos, it's well, I think I said it twice, right? In my previous videos, but anyway. It was probably by the end of the year 2022, and I myself, I just had a Christmas holiday in North America, which is my base, by the way, if you don't know. But and I'm heading to the New Year's Eve day, which is like a couple of days in the way. So, well, if you're watching this before that time, well, I'll give you guys a happy new year of 2023, and I'll make sure we get going, everything going strong, right? For the GANs of Hire a Bunch of Fire Bunches, right? Okay, so for some of you who's watching this YouTube on somewhere else, or I'm sorry, watching this video somewhere else, make sure you guys check my YouTube handler right here. It's my KOWN TV YouTube channel. Whoops. Right there, my name. Just Google it on YouTube and subscribe if you like it. And oh, by the way, I do have this giveaway opportunity for all of you guys. Make sure you guys comment below your most difficult interview question or difficult situation, and I'll pick it out one of you guys the questions and I'll make a video about it. Okay. But stay tuned. There's also other giveaway opportunities. So stay tuned to the end, and we'll get this episode get going. We have had a few bumpy, I would say, financial and economic news. I mean, plus we're having this economic recession in the United States. I'm sure most of other countries in Europe and also Asia's having that as well. But among these sad news, well, you know, which I kind of delayed trying to tell you guys by the end of the year, but it is what it is. Today's episode, I'm gonna talk about this FTX, cryptocurrency investment company, and we have this young man named Sam Bankman Fried. I always call him Fried. He was interviewed with the I think New York Times, right? With the anchor named what's his name? Andrew Ross-Sorkin. So this is his website on Wikipedia, and we also have Sam's website on Wikipedia. Post a link on the bottom in the description box so you guys can check it. We have this two guys interview, and I just want to share with you guys. But hey, there's a claim right here. Disclaim. What we are going through is not going to be anything technical or anything financially, economically technical. So I'm not going to explain, what is cryptocurrency? What has this guy done? Any kind of fraud he was talking about, or any banking system issues, or why these guys were not able to get their money back from FTX or Alameda. Also, all that, okay? And today's episode is only about what kind of red flags these guys have during the interview, like how his performance reaction in the interview, and also pick up a few questions. Very typical and common question we will kindly be asked during a job interview. But let's see how this guy Sam, how he restructure all the questions and deliver the question in the I would say in a professional way. But this is not a professional interview for jobs, but we'll still do it. So disclaimer right here. So guys, make sure you understand. If you're looking for something technical, I would suggest to look for somebody else's interview or analysis for this interview video. So anyway, not for short. So we're gonna start. We're gonna have, okay, my mic's kind of cut, but it's fine. So let's see, BGM down, and we'll get things going. Okay. Here you go.
Please welcome back to the stage, Andrew Ross-Sorkin.
Okay, this is just, I have a play speed for like 1.25.
Thank you, everybody. And thank you for staying for the entire day.
This is,
so
this is like 1 hour long.
Do what I think
video.
Maybe one of the most important
surely
interviews we'll
we're
do
definitely not going to go through all of them. But
in the span of about 1
I have
week,
a few
Sam
questions
Bankman-Fried went from a billionaire, the white knight of the crypto world, and running one of the largest exchanges.
So right here he's basically talking about the background, who this guy is, what has he done. I'm gonna talk about the Sam, who Sam is, what he has done briefly, and what they're going to interview with.
Changes to what some people think has become a wanted man. FTX was once valued at $32 billion. It's now.
So I have this one of the question Andrew asked him. So this is the question.
The letters I got. I want to read to you, Sam, because it's from a gentleman who said that he lost his life savings. And the subject line is, Sam Bankman-Fried stole $2 million from me.
Damn.
It says, Andrew, can you please ask SBF why he decided to steal my life savings and the $10 billion more from customers to give to his hedge fund, Alameda? Can you ask him why his hedge fund was leveraging long all of these S-coins? I'm going to keep it polite for the kids. Please ask him if he thinks what happened was fraud. These are the kinds of letters that I've been getting repeatedly over the past several days. What do you tell this man?
All right. So the question is, the host asking Sam question from one of the letters the host got, and one of the hundreds of letters, similar topics, that if Sam had stolen the letter writers, $2 million life savings, and if all this has been a fraud. I would say this is kind of resembling one of the interview questions we have been doing analysis about. How do you explain a difficult situation in your career, and what was your solution about it, right? Because Sam was asked about all this event has happened, all the I would say financial activity has been doing, and has been a very difficult situation for him, and how what's his explanation on these, and let's see how he answers this question.
Yeah, I mean, I'm deeply sorry about what happened. Here's the long and short of what happened, and I'll start by saying, just to make a distinction here, you look at the U.S. platform, you look at the international platform. The U.S. platform is a U.S. regulated platform with American.
Okay, his answer split into two. One is U.S. platform, the other one is international platform. That's a very good strategy.
Users.
You cut the question into two parts, and you answer one by one.
To my knowledge, that's fully solvent. That's fully funded, and
okay, the U.S. part is solved.
I believe that withdrawals could be opened up today, and everyone could be made whole from that. That none of these problems plagued the U.S. platform. Then you look at the international platform. For their non-U.S. users. And I mean, as the letter says, Alameda Research did have a long position. And the international platform, it's a margin trading platform. It's a derivatives platform. It's a platform where all the clients were, going on, placing something as collateral, and using that to put on a position, whether that's a futures position, a spot position, a borrow. And what the exchange was storing was the collateral from all of those positions. Alameda Research was, one of those that put on positions there. And as I try and reconstruct this, over the last month, I have limited access to data, but my view of it, from what I have been able to see, is roughly that, basically, look, a year ago, Alameda had, I think, something like 10% leverage. Had something like 10 times the assets of the position that it had on. Over the course of the last year, there were a number of market crashes that drove the value of those assets down and the leverage up. I think it was, to my knowledge, still under 2x leverage, as of a month ago. You look at what happened this month, and in a few days, all out, Parasol, which led to a total market collapse in a pretty short period of time, no bid side liquidity. I think more than $10 billion wiped off in a matter of days. And realistically speaking, no ability for FTX to be able to liquidate that position and generate everything that was owed from it.
But I think the bigger question is where...
All right, so that's it. So he's using a very good strategy. He's cut the a bigger question into two small part, and then he was answering each one by one. And by doing that, it was actually kind of delivered some relieving news that one of the part question was solved, that the U.S. platform was solvent. So whoever victims are out there for the platform can get money back. So that's kind of, inspire us on the similar question. How do you explain difficult case? Well, you're going to say, well, this case was in few different part. I have solved with my experience that is resembling to the job I'm applying right now. I have solved 3/5 of the issue, and the other two issue I'll keep doing it from my self-learning or self-training on the job and solve it. So something like that, right? All right, so time's short. Let's jump to the second question. I want to show you guys a very typical interview question. I think is it here? Okay, hold on.
Effectively try to debit Alameda for those funds, but it didn't happen in the primary account. And so it didn't happen going on there. And
effectively What do you make of the argument that Alameda was used to effectively wash money into FTX, that American investors, who, by the way, were not technically allowed to even invest on FTX, were doing so, and FTX was doing it knowingly because the know your customer rules were being flouted by using this separate vehicle?
Okay, the question is kind of long, but basically Andrew, the host, was asking, how does Sam see, or what did he do, what has he done, or what has he made of the argument that the one of his company, or arguably the company, was doing money laundering from the other company to this one. I would say this question kind of resemble the similar to the first one, but how do you solve a difficult problems, or what was your strategy when you facing a very difficult projects? It's interesting how he answered, the way he answered it. Let's see.
How would that allow customers to flout the know your customer rules? Are you talking about people who are trading on FTX US, or are you talking about customers of FTX International?
Okay. So the first thing he has done in order to answer the question is he rephrased the question into the way he thought. So I think that's a really good strategy when you answering difficult interview questions or you, oh shoot, I missed my thought leadings, or I missed the lead of what this question was asking. You can rephrase an interview question to the interviewer into the field that you're familiar with, or let them repeat politely the question. So you can, I think there's two things actually help you with doing so. One is by rephrasing question, you are actually thinking, taking time. Second thing is by them repeating the question or rephrasing the question into something you understand, it actually wins you extra time to think. So that's kind of a very good strategy he used, or maybe he wasn't thinking so, but that's how I read it from the way he answered this question. And
you just said that there was money being sent to Alameda, and that Alameda...
Yeah, I don't think the answer really matters. So let's see something else. I have a third question that I want to share you guys. I think it's here.
Wherever else is most appropriate.
How concerned are you about criminal liability at this point?
Okay, question is, how concerned are you about criminalization or criminal liability? So that's basically asking, how do you see yourself in the future if everything's criminalized, or what would you do in the future in the next few years? That's how I see it. Resembling one of my videos talking about what do you see yourself in the next few years? I'll have a link below, right? I'll have a link below, so make sure you check it. But So this is how he answered the question. I think it's a very, very good answer. But yeah, like I said, I have no personal comment on this, but it's a good answer, good structure.
So I don't think that, I mean, obviously I don't personally think that I have, you know, but I think the real answer is that's not, it sounds weird to say, but I think the real answer is that's not what I'm focusing on. It's, there's going to be a time and a place for me to sort of think about myself and my own future, but I don't think this is it. Like, right now, I mean, look, I've had a bad month. This has not been a fun, but that's not what matters here. Like, what matters here is the millions of customers. What matters here is all the stakeholders in FTX.
Oh, see what he was trying to do?
Who got hurt, and trying to do everything I can to help them out. And, you know, as long as that's the case, like, I don't think that, you know, what happens with me is the important part of that, and I don't think that's what it makes sense for me to be focusing on.
All right, so that's how it is. So he's asked, you know, the way he answered is that, okay, it wasn't me. So he's shifting the focus. It wasn't me, but it was about my focus right now on the major issue here. Okay, so it's kind of you know, reflecting the way you know, I show you guys when we talk about the future prediction answer, that you need to put your answer, the core part, into the focus of the hiring group or the hiring manager's attention, which was basically doing the good job for this. And for Sam, yeah, he got something to clean up right now for the victims or the customer that lost money from him. So he's focusing on what he's supposed to do, or what's right for him to do so. So that's very good answer structure and strategy, and we definitely have went over this or reviewed this in our previous video about a future prediction question. So yeah, that's very good. Lastly, I want to share with you guys a fun moment of this interview. I think it's right here.
And it's not who I am. I mean, it's not who I want to be. I don't have, I think I have a duty to talk to people. I have a duty to explain what happened. And I think I have a duty to do everything I can to try and do what's right. If there is anything I can do to try and help customers out here, and with, you know, Bahamian.
This is digital assets. Without this is what are your lawyers?
Okay, right here. What are your lawyers
telling you right now?
Telling you.
Are they suggesting this is a good idea for you to be speaking?
No, they are very much not. I mean.
Yes, that's kind of fun moment, but. So yeah, it's I think it gives you some it gives you some very interesting insight of this interview. It's a very long interview, like I said, it's an hour, and I'm trying to cut down, you know, today's episode as little as possible, but it's just too much to talk about. But overall, as a conclusion for the interview, like I said, I'm trying to tell you what kind of structure of answer Sam was trying to do for these difficult interview questions. In the meantime, overall, as an overview, you can tell there's some red flags on him. Like, he always repeating the word and for us, man, you can't do that. In a professional interview, you have to be clear, you have to be clean, you have to be neat for your answer. So know those words, right? Well, you know. And also, you can tell he's always heading down, like he's very nervous, or he wasn't sure about his answer. But yeah, that's also another red flags you can't do. And the other thing I kind of noticed that he's kind of shaking legs or shaking arms, so that's no for you guys. And he always keep drinking, and sometimes the water just coming out of, you know, just dripping from his mouth. Yeah, that's. First of all, you can't barely drink during a formal interview, and secondly, if you drink, just nip it for one small amount, and don't like you're drinking like a glass of wine or something. Yeah, okay. But anyway, guys, that's it. That's today's episode analysis reaction on Sam Bankman Fried or Fried interview for the recent FTX collateral or collapse event. Hope you guys learned something. But hey, for giveaway opportunities, leave comment below, anything. I'll make sure I check them out, and especially your most difficult interview questions or situations you want me to answer. I'll probably give you a one-to-one free consultation, or I'll make a video for it. So all right guys, make sure like or dislike, comments, or if you like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you when I see you for the next episode. Peace out.